If it wasn't for Myron, Fresh would be a nobody, bro. Nobody would know who you are. You would be a broke-ass Goomba. Fresh, if I were you, if I was stuttering and I had a terrible personality, no charisma, stupid as fuck, you know what I would do? I would admit that I'm a nobody without Myron. The least you can do is admit it. If you were humble about that, that would make you more likable. But instead, you want to boast about something that you did not.
Nah, it wouldn't. Fresh's new podcast is a huge failure. Video by Khalil Zween. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what's going on with Walter.
So I'm pretty sure by now we can all agree that Walter Goomba is terrible at his job, which is podcasting. The basics of podcasting is having good communication skills, and Fresh doesn't even have that. Fresh is so bad at talking. He's the reason I stopped watching Fresh and Phil live, because I can't skip the parts where he talks. Listening to Fresh talking is literally torture. It's
This guy truly hates Walter.
God designed Fresh not to talk. In an ideal world, Fresh would be a mime. If Walter the Goomba was the mime of Fresh and Fit, then in that
The Goomba? This dude, he tearing him up. Shit.
case, he deserves to get 50%. If I were Myron, I'm getting Fresh a mime costume, put his ass in the background, and let him do his thing. That's when I give him the 50% of my revenue. Fresh does not belong in a co-host seat on any podcast. Fresh talking on a mic is a crime. If you listen to Fresh talking nonstop for 15 minutes, I can guarantee you're losing at least 2 points from your IQ. Most Fresh and Fit fans don't like Fresh because they are smart enough to know that listening to Fresh will make them dumb. But let me tell you guys this, there are many victims of Walter the Goomba. There's some people out there, honestly not that many, who lost more than 30 IQ points listening to Fresh, and now they are stuck in
Oh my God, this dude just sounds like a professional hater, man.
Fresh's fan base. Imagine being a fan of Fresh. If you admit you're a fan of Fresh, you're literally saying that you're mentally ill. Only the mentally ill could find Fresh likable. But thank God there are just a few retards out there that watch Fresh and Fit. Because Walter the Goomba finally decided to take a risk and start his own podcast, and it's not looking good at all. It's looking really, really bad for Fresh. If Myron and Fresh ever fall out, Fresh might as well just start sucking dick for profit, because it's not looking good at all without Myron. And the worst part is, it's not even his own podcast. His co-host is this guy named Gary the Numbers Guy, who has more fans than Fresh. So when they started to stream, they started on both of their channels, Fresh and Gary's channel. And when we compare their views, Gary is shitting on Fresh. People are watching this podcast for Gary, not Fresh. And all Gary talks about is numerology. If you watch an entire episode of that podcast, which is something I can do, even with me trying to make this video, I cannot watch a whole episode of that podcast. Honestly, if Fresh wasn't there, I probably would. It's just the fact that Fresh talks sometimes. Fresh barely talks on his podcast. It's like he's the co-host of his own podcast.
At 8:28 a.m. in California.
Yo, so we have two 28s who are born in the monkey years. You notice the 28s got the money, they're the one donating?
Bro.
This is what they talk about? Numerology? Okay.
Notice that? So 28 is the number of wealth. And here's how you know this, okay? Take my fucking bow. Because I just educated you more than anything you're learning in the goddamn Quran, anything in the damn Bible, anything in the Torah, Talmud. This is real. You can look back and you can check all the stats. This is all real. All that stuff is make-believe, or maybe it's real, but you can't prove it. You can't prove it. I got two Christians here, okay? They believe. Here's the thing. I will tell them every single time. They cannot produce a shred of evidence that could stand up in a court of law that Jesus existed or he's real.
What?
But,
Hold
up. But I can't produce.
This clip alone tells me that this is Gary's podcast, not Fresh. He's out here shutting up Fresh in his own podcast. He might as well just name this the Numerology podcast, because 60% of the podcast is just numerology. The reality is nobody gives a fuck what Fresh has to say about anything. Like, nobody want to hear Fresh talks.
Bro, they like, this is just the truth. But to them, the truth is bad, so.
That shit Disney censored.
It is, bro.
Yo, you people in the chat are like fucking fucked up, man. You be talking some bullshit. Yo, Fresh. Why they keep calling you a Goomba? I don't.
Shout out to Jalen Zavi and RSP. I don't know about Jalen, but RSP is one of my subscribers. And he had to let this Goomba know what he is. He's a retarded Goomba.
Oh, off of Mario. That's funny.
What the?
Think about this. Oh, for Mario. That's funny. You can hear in his voice that Goomba actually hurt him. Because usually they call him Pug. I'm pretty sure I'm the first one to ever call him a Goomba. So that's new to him. And he does look like a Goomba. That's why it hurts. And isn't it funny that his co-host, who doesn't know what a Goomba is laughing at Fresh. And you can hear the guy in the back crying, laughing. Because he knows he actually looks like a Goomba.
I appreciate content because listen, I got a lot of haters. I understand what it is, and even though I get hate like a Goomba or a Pug, you know what's funny about content and being a creator? It's gonna come no matter who you are. You can be the Chad, the Tyrone, the Aladdin
Gary is not taking him seriously. He's laughing at him, bro.
of your world, bro. But online, they can diss you somewhere or another. So to me, it's like, bro, it's part of the game. I play the game, and this is
You play it better than most.
this is a natural effect of being a part of the game. So it is what it is, bro.
The thing is, Walter the Goomba, you have more haters than fans. Nobody likes you, everyone hates you. Usually there's 50-50 or more fans than haters. You have no fans, but you surely have plenty haters, and I'm one of them. I am fighting for that title, Fresh's biggest hater.
I mean, you got it, bro. Shit. Oh my God, bro. You got it.
The world. If it wasn't for Myron, Fresh would be a nobody, bro. Nobody would know who you are. You would be a broke-ass Goomba. Fresh, if I were you, if I was stuttering and I had a terrible personality, no charisma, stupid as fuck, you know what I would do? I would admit that I'm a nobody without Myron. The least you can do is admit it. If you were humble about that, that would make you more likable. But instead, you want to boast about something that you did not.
Nah, it wouldn't. I'm not even trying to make a critique about Fresh's likability. I'm speaking more about the fact that him saying that would not then get more people on his side. This is actually the haters baiting him into, that's like the last little thing they need to fully destroy his ego and embarrass him and humiliate him and strip him of all sense of pride and manhood, is if you can now get him to grovel like a little dog and say, I couldn't even eat if it wasn't for Myron. Now, look, man, it's clear that Myron is the A mic on that podcast. That's pretty obvious. But the reality is, Fresh is not an employee to Fresh and Fit. He's 50% of Fresh and Fit. And I was never close with these guys. I never got to look behind the curtains and really take a peek at the business side of things. All I know is that I've been on Fresh and Fit before they went on their crazy conspiracy theorist, anti-black fucking arc that's still going on, I guess. And Fresh was the one who made that happen. And so I assume that Fresh played a huge role in getting people to come on the podcast. Now, when I was, featured on Fresh and Fit, this didn't exist. Fresh hasn't gotten worse at speaking. You know what I'm saying? He's still the same guy. So how did this happen? How did this change so drastically, so dramatically? Because when you go and look into this, this is very frequent that this is happening. The reality is Fresh is manifesting this. He's making this happen. He bought into the narrative that his own fan base hates him. He believes that, thus the world approves it to him, further cementing his belief that his fan base hates him. And then it's a negative feedback loop until it becomes incredibly concrete. And that's what happens when anybody has something like this happen to them. And the sad thing is, unless you understand how the universe actually works and how your internal monologue, your subconscious and your conscious, shapes your reality and your experience on this plane, until you understand this, when people get in situations like this, they just continue to spiral downward. And the reason that is because he's allowing his internal dialogue and his internal monologue to be influenced by what's going on around him. He does not yet understand that what's going on around him is influenced by his internal dialogue. That's why in this video, he said, this is what comes with it. See, he revealed that this is a belief. He believes that he must receive hate and criticism at the scale and the level that he is receiving it in order to do what he does for a living. This is a core belief that he has within him. And so reality must prove it to him. And it will continue to prove it to him. A guy like Fresh, what he needs to do, idealistically, and it's easier said than done in some scenarios, is he needs to stop believing this. He needs to stop believing that his fan base hates him. Again, we can look at the Bible as an example, the story of Jesus. Now, I'm not a Christian, nor do I believe the Bible is literal or historically factual. However, I do believe that there is a great amount of wisdom. And we take a look at the character of Jesus, and we see him in the span of a short period of time, probably, presumably. He goes from being worshipped to being crucified to being worshipped again, all by the same people, essentially. And he was supposed to be the embodiment of God and the perfect person. What that reveals is that people are fickle. Your reality is not determined by the opinions of other people. And so that's what Fresh needs to do. My 2 cents on the matter. This brings me no joy. This brings me no joy. I do not celebrate the demise or the suffering of others. It's unnecessary. In fact, hate and hating on people it's just a waste of energy, a waste of time. You know, you get nothing out of it. All right, well, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Peace out.